a lot of the countries I've toured in, you sort of are the places you might expect me to go, I guess, like America, Canada, here, New Zealand, all that sort of stuff. But in 2013, at incredibly short notice, I was invited to India for a project organised by various people, and the idea was to put together 4 Brits and 6 musicians from India, Bangladesh and Pakistan, and they put us in a hotel for a few weeks and said, just come up with loads of new music, we just want to see what happens. And it was quite a big deal to bring the Indians, the Bangladeshis and the Pakistanis together as well, because there had been quite a lot of tension at that time. So it was a really amazing thing to be a part of. I did a lot of jamming and pretending to know what I was doing, which I definitely didn't. But I kind of got to know a few of the cues and things like that. And the language, I mean, there were a couple of them that spoke, pretty well, perfect English, but there were quite a few who had very, very little to no English. So we communicated a lot in musician head nods and facial gestures. The only trouble is, I think there are different cues in different cultures. So I was trying to get to know what. I can see you all doing the Indian head tilts. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of that. But it was a lot of fun anyway. And I came away feeling extremely inspired. And I wanted to write something with a nod to that part of the world. So I ended up with this. So this is Whiplash reel, which structurally is just like a normal reel in that it's an A part and a B part with 8 bars in each. But after I'd written the tune, I thought I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. And in the end, I looked back to India and thought, well, how do they perform their raga recitals typically? And you tend to end up with an alab at the beginning, which is like an improvisation to establish the mood and the scale. And then I'm going to play the tune a couple of times, do some other stuff in the middle, then play the tune again, and then there's a type of ending called the jala, which is kind of fast and furious. So this is a bit of a workout, this one, but and frankly the length of it varies greatly from performance to performance. But luckily I've got my stopwatch that's 20 minutes out, so I should be able to keep track. The other thing that happened in India, incidentally, is we were out and about in the city of Kolkata, where we were, and all day long, no one else, I kept getting stopped for autographs and selfies and stuff, which, as the banjo player, this doesn't happen terribly often to me. I couldn't for the life of me work out why. Anyway, after about the 7th time, one of my fellow Brits was laughing hysterically, and I couldn't. And I said, "What's so funny?" And she said, "I've just worked out why it's you they keep stopping." And apparently she'd spoken to one of the locals. They all thought that I was James Blunt, which has never happened anywhere else in the world. But apparently, to an Indian, that's what I look like. So anyway, I think I had the same hairstyle at the time. That might be part of it. Anyway, this is the Whiplash reel.